What's going on, my fried shrimp? It's your boy Austin here at Benner's Glowl on the World Wide Web, and today is the day before the release of Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield. Now, I know some people who ordered it from the Australian, or for the people who in Australia or New Zealand, and then anyone who ordered it from the eShop in Australia and New Zealand already have the games. However, I'm going to be talking about it because it comes out midnight tonight in, where I'm from. So this, I'm going to be playing at midnight tonight. First episode will go up, almost about 40-ish minutes. So probably around 1 a.m. I'd say, maybe a little bit earlier than that, depending on how long I make the actual episode and everything like that. However, the first episode will go up then, and then I believe I'm gonna have maybe 2 more episodes up the day before. I'll make another video discussing about my schedule and what I plan on to do as far as the Let's Play and everything like that for Pokemon Sword and Shield go. But other than that, I kind of just wanted to have a sit-down little discussion about everything we know about Sword and Shield. Pokemon we know, everything that's kind of been revealed and everything like that. So I wanted to go through the Pokemon website, just pretty much discuss everything we know so far, because like it's literally tomorrow the games will be out, and I am so very excited. I'm so excited for these games. It's gonna be insane, and I genuinely cannot wait to play it. So first things first, we have, the Glowl research recap. Kind of gave through, it was a little bit of a trailer, kind of went through everything. Get a unique trainer outfit at Walmart stores. If you order the game at Walmart and everything like that, you'll get it. I actually don't even know where to go. I guess I kind of want to talk about the Pokemon the most. I kind of want to go through here and talk about everyone that we do know about. So let's go ahead, start down here. We have a lot of Pokemon to talk about, but let's go ahead and just start with the starters. We do have our first partner, Grookey. The Grookey boy, he's a chimp Pokemon, grass type, everything like that. I really like Grookey. I do think he is pretty cool. However, he is my least of the three. He's my least favorite of the 3 starters. He's got a stick that has special effects. The stick held by Grookey was originally a branch from a forest where troops of Grookey live, but it's no longer a simple branch. It has gained special powers after being exposed to the energy of Grookey's body. And it can give energy to plants. Its green fur creates energy from sunlight, wilted flowers, and leaves where have been seen to regain their color when Grookey drums with a stick near them. So Grookey pretty much, he's a cool boy. He's got the ability to overgrow, as you said. He is a grass type starter of the game, which I mean you guys probably already know. My least favorite of the 3, but shout out Grookey gang. I know y'all are strong out there. The Grookey gang is strong. And then we have the Score Bunny squad, or the Score Bunny syndicate, the Score Buddies, whatever you'd like to call this team. A rabbit Pokemon that is always running about, bursting with energy. This one is actually probably my second favorite, but it is a close call. It is pretty close. I do really like Score Bunny. It's a rabbit Pokemon, fire type, foot tall, 9.9 pounds, and with the ability Blaze. Its powerful legs are its pride. Score Bunny uses its powerful legs to run and jump around its opponents, confusing and disorienting them. The soles of its feet can become very hot, and Score Bunny can kick opponents to damage them and burn them too. Score Bunny's second heart is its fire sac. That's kind of weird. Score Bunny has a fire sac in its chest which contains very viscous fire energy. If Score Bunny is able to increase its heart rate and body temperature by running around and warming it up properly, the true power of its fire energy will be awakened in its energy. So pretty much, yeah, it's saying if this Pokemon wants to gain anything, it'll run around a lot and everything like that. So as far as the starters go, we don't officially know what the final evolutions will look like. We don't know what the next one. Obviously through leaks and everything, if you were spoiled, but this is a spoiler-free video as far as the majority of stuff on the channel was before the release of Sword and Shield. I tried to keep it pretty spoiler-free because I didn't want to spoil anyone. But so we got these boys here. Which team are you gonna pick? Like I said, do you guys have the games, everything like that? Are you planning on getting them? And which starter are you picking? I personally am picking Sobble, everything like that. I kind of plan on picking Sobble, and then I might do Score Bunny for like my own Let's Play, outside of the channel. I might pick Score Bunny, stuff like that. Then we have Zacian and Zamazenta here. Now I will be playing through Sword on the channel, so we'll be playing through with Zacian, which we know very, very little about Zacian. We don't know his type, we don't know his ability, we don't know what kind of Pokemon it is. However, its shining blade can cut through anything. Zacian attacks so gracefully that its movements can captivate its opponents. It holds what appear to be a sword in its mouth. I mean, it definitely appears to be a sword in its mouth. And then Zamazenta, same thing. We don't know anything about it, but its shield can break any attack. Zamazenta's regal and majestic movements overwhelm any opponents that dare face it. Its body is covered in what seems to be a shield. So there we go. We got the 2 legendaries, the 2 box art legendaries right there. Zacian and Zamazenta. Which one, are you playing through Sword, playing through Shield? Let me know down below. And then we have all these new Pokemon. I don't necessarily know if I'm going to go ahead and read through every single one of them. However, I do kind of want to go over and give my thoughts about them before we do actually get into the game. What is this? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 28. So we have 28 Pokemon plus the starters in that we actually do know about before the release of the games, which isn't all that many. But we have Gossifleur. I do like Gossifleur. It kind of reminds me more of like a pepper than a flower. However, I know it's supposed to be a flower. It just kind of reminds me more of a pepper because of its body. It is the cotton down and regenerator ability, and it's a flowering Pokemon, so obviously, you know, it's flower. Its pollen's got a healing effect. Gossifleur prefers lands with clean water and air, and its pollen has a healing effect. Its pollen works on people too, and is used to be a common folk medicine remedy for children of the Galar region. To be made a tea made from pollen when they fell ill. It moves in the wind. Gossifleur travels along the distances by getting blown alongside the wind. So yeah, because it's pretty light. Well, it is 4.9 pounds, so you'd think actually maybe it wouldn't get blown by the wind, but it's a flower. It does all that stuff. Then its evolution, Eldegoss, which we don't know if it's its final evolution or not. The Cotton Bloom Pokemon. This is kind of like the Jumpluff, the Whimsicott. If you guys are a fan of them, you'll probably like this one. I do kind of like this Pokemon. However, it looks kind of weird. It looks kind of like an alien, you know, with a big brain and this little weird head. I do like it though. It's like the dandelion that you blow and make wishes on, you know, everything like that. Its cotton fluff protects it from enemies. When Gossifleur evolves into Eldegoss, its head becomes covered with thick cotton fluff. The cotton fluff serves as a cushion, helping it protect Eldegoss's head from damage. And it's got highly nutritious seeds. The Titan seeds attached to the cotton fluff are said to be highly nutritious and beneficial to both people and Pokemon. Eldegoss spreads these seeds throughout the region by sending them on the wind, making the soil of the Galar region rich in nutrients. Hey, okay. And then we've got, you know, we got Wooloo, Corviknight, Dreadnought. I'm probably going to go through the majority of these. I don't know if I want to read through everything. Wooloo's the fan favorite. Obviously, everyone loves Wooloo. It's a cool Pokemon, I'm not going to lie. Fluffy and runaway. Extremely fluffy body. Friendly Pokemon that craves stability. Wooloo lives in a herd and mimic the action of their trainers or herd leader. They dislike conflict and they need to escape from enemies. They'll simply roll away. What a mood. What an absolute mood, Wooloo. Just roll away from all your problems. That's definitely the way to go about it. Corviknight, the big boss bird Pokemon, the Raven Pokemon. Flying and Steel type, which is a pretty good typing. Obviously, very similar, you know, Skarmory was a Steel type as well. Then here, it's the Taxi. You can travel from town to town, which pretty much he replaces your Fly or your Charizard ride. Everything like that. That is what Corviknight would be doing. Dashing lower to the skies. Said Corviknight is the strongest Pokemon living in the skies of the Galar region. That's pretty crazy. Corviknight, we don't actually know if it is a standalone Pokemon. We don't know if it evolves. We don't know where you catch it, anything like that, unless you looked at the leaks. But we didn't look at the leaks. But anyway, yeah, Corviknight's really cool. I necessarily didn't get immediately drawn to Corviknight. However, I do see the appeal. You know, it's edgy. It's a big, you know, dark, scary looking bird, and you know, I see the appeal. It's pretty cool. He's just a taxi boy. He's just a little taxi bird. And like that Dreadnought, I know a lot of people. Actually, there's not like any Pokemon in here that I know. Like, I feel like a lot of people liked a lot of these Pokemon. I guess Roly-Poly might be the one. Roly-Poly and Alchemy might be the two that, and Duraludon. These three might be the three that like not a lot of people loved. However, they might have liked. But Dreadnought here, he's got big powerful jaws. Did he have? Yeah, he's got strong jaw and shell armor. Putting a trainer's skills and morale to the test. Dreadnought is known to be extremely vicious, and it takes its skilled trainer to tame and handle this Pokemon. Which we do know Nessa's Dynamax Pokemon is actually a Dreadnought, so that's pretty cool. I mean, she must be a pretty strong trainer. She is a gym leader, so makes sense. We have Alchemy here. One thing we do know about Alchemy is I don't know, no, it actually doesn't show it, but there are many different Alchemy forms. Not necessarily forms, but flavors. So there's ones with like blueberries instead of strawberries. There's some that are a bit more yellow tinted, some that are a bit more blue tinted, green with mints and stuff like that. So that is very cool. It is the cream Pokemon. I don't believe those different things change any of their stats or anything like that. However, it is a cool little aesthetic thing, very similar to Minior and how it can change its colors and stuff like that based on where you get it and stuff like, and you know, all that stuff. The Idol to All Pastry Chefs, I don't quite know why this one's got more pictures than the others, but whatever. Idol to All Pastry Chefs. Alchemy can produce whipped cream, which becomes richer the happier Alchemy is feeling. That's pretty nifty. and its cream is a soothing effect. When attacked by an opponent, Alchemy will throw sweet scented cream to distract them or temporarily blind them. Alchemy is a cool Pokemon. It's very similar to obviously Cottony, Swirlix, or not Cottony, what is it called? Slurpuff, Swirlix, Spritzee. I was gonna say Spritzee, but I guess really not Spritzee. Vanillux, Vanillite. You know, the cream icicle Pokemon. I wouldn't necessarily call icicles the same as cream, but same general idea. We've got Yamper. Yamper's a good little boy, good little lightning pup. He's just always waggling. He's just wiggling and waggling. He's the puppy Pokemon. He's got the ability Ball Fetch. That is actually a pretty cool ability. It'll be helpful, let's say, in Nuzlocke, or if you're running a little bit low on cash. If you're using a Yamper and you throw a Pokeball, and the Pokemon, you know, it doesn't get caught, Yamper can run out and catch the Pokeball and bring it back, so you actually won't lose the Pokeball. Whereas normally if you throw a Pokeball, you know, that's it, you can't get it back, where now you can get it back sometimes. I don't know if it's necessarily all the time. It's drawn to moving things. Yamper has a tendency to be drawn to things that are moving quickly. It can chase after people and Pokemon, or even go charging at vehicles. It crackles as it runs. Yamper has an organ in its body that generates electricity, and this organ is activated when Yamper runs around. Yamper can store electricity, or it can't store the electricity it generates, so it's often seen running around with electric sparks crackling around it. Alright, here's its cool ability that I was talking about a second ago, Ball Fetch. It's a new ability introduced in these titles, and it will come into play when you throw a Pokeball at wild Pokemon but fail to catch it. As long as Yamper isn't holding an item, it will go fetch the first Pokeball that failed to catch a Pokemon, regardless of the type of Pokeball it is. So you could actually keep like a Ultra Ball or Dusk Ball, Dive Ball, anything like that. You can actually keep that from Yamper. Roly-Poly is a really cool Pokemon as well. I know he didn't get a lot of love in, I feel like the community didn't give Roly-Poly a lot of love. However, he is a good boy. He's the cool Pokemon, Steam Engine and Heat Proof. I'm debating using one of these on my team to be real with. It has no problem dashing through dark areas or rough terrain. Its red eye can illuminate dark areas, so it's like a flashlight. That's actually, I don't think I read this before. That's pretty cool because it makes sense. It's got like a little minecart vibe to it, so a lot of people were speculating it'll evolve into like a minecart kind of thing. It's got the eye that glows. Its body like a wheel to move through the coal mines and caves. It seems to be able to travel smoothly even over rough terrain. Every household once needed a Roly-Poly. Until about 100 years ago, every household in the Galar region had a Roly-Poly. The families would use the coal that had dropped off its body for cooking and heating their homes. Even in the modern day, Roly-Poly is a very popular Pokemon to take for outdoor activities. Could you imagine that, living in the Pokemon world, and like you just have every family has a Roly-Poly that like is their own Roly-Poly to keep their house warm? That is actually pretty cool. It's a nice little touch to like the world of Pokemon, which I think I really like, having that nice touch to it. Roly-Poly's ability, Steam Engine, is a new ability introduced in these titles. An ability will get a speed stat boost if it's hit by fire or water type moves during battle. That is actually pretty cool because, as you see, Roly-Poly is a rock type, weak to water, but with the ability Steam Engine, it will get a speed stat boost. Now, I don't believe it makes it immune to them. I just think no, it doesn't, because you see it took damage. It just gains a speed stat boost, which is pretty cool. Then Duraludon, which some people are speculating this might be the pseudo of the region, because of course it's seen in the wild area. It looks pretty big. It's next to it, it's battling a Tyranitar right here. Ally Pokemon with light metal and heavy metal. A light but sturdy body of metal. The metal composing its body is incredibly durable but also surprisingly light. It only weighs about 88 pounds. In total, thanks to this, Duraludon can move quite quickly in spite of its appearance. Its body is weak to corrosion, however, and it is known to rust easily. So it's Steel Dragon type. That is an insane typing. It's a very like strong typing. Its arms can grind down boulders. Duraludon lives in caves and mountainous areas. Their two arms have slightly different shapes from each other. Oh yeah, actually, they look kind of the same to me, to be real with you. Maybe one is pushing out, one's in. I can't really tell, but they look the same to me. They use the grind down rocks on surfaces for food. They share their habitat with Tyranitar, and these Pokemon are often seen battling each other over the mountains of the Galar region. That's cool. Duraludon and Tyranitar like to go at it a lot. Honestly, Duraludon looks stronger than Tyranitar, because he looks like a big metal beefy boy, and Tyranitar is like just a big dragon looking thing. Then we have like the Gigantamax. Actually, I'm going to skip the Gigantamax mons until later. Morpeko is the next new Pokemon added to the region. He's got a hangry mode, which is crazy. Hangry mode. Could you imagine like Pokemon actually has a hangry mode? Some Pokemon can change their form, often because of the effects of certain items or their own ability. Some of these form changes don't simply change to the Pokemon's appearance, though they often also affect the types of its moves or change its ability. It is a two-sided Pokemon, an electric and dark type. Is it electric? I think it's electric dark the whole time. It doesn't switch between electric and dark. It's always hungry no matter how much it eats. Mood. Look at him. He's like, yeah, I'm hungry right here. Morpeko consistently generates electricity with the stacks in its cheeks. It's the Pikachu clone of the region. Similar to Pachirisu, similar to Emolga, Togedemaru, stuff like that. This is why Morpeko is always carrying around berry seeds. Protecting them with care, they serve it as a snack. Its appearance changes when it gets hungry. When experiencing prolonged hunger, the balance of hormones within Morpeko's body changes. This causes the fur to change and triggers more aggressive and violent behavior. The energy stored in its cheek sacs also change from electric type to dark type. Okay. Its ability Hunger Switch allows it to change forms. Morpeko's ability Hunger Switch is the new ability introduced in these titles. The ability causes Morpeko to change its appearance each turn. Ooh, each turn. Morpeko's signature move, Aura Wheel, changes type depending on Morpeko's form. In full belly mode, the move is electric type. In hangry mode, it becomes a dark type. So that could be cool. I don't know how this could be used because like I said, I'm not sure. It says you can change his ability or changes, thing in each turn, but it doesn't appear like there's not like a button to do it with. Maybe it's like, I don't know. I would assume it's through an item, because if it eats a seed, it becomes full. If not, it'll be angry. I'm not too sure how that's going to work. I guess that's something we're going to have to find out. Now, this Pokemon I actually like a lot. It is Cramorant. The Gold Pokemon, it's got Gold Missile, which is a pretty cool ability. A Ferocious Eater. Cramorant is insatiable. When it comes to food, it will try to swallow anything it can fit in its mouth. Sometimes it will swallow things that aren't its intended prey, spitting them out in a hurry once it realizes its mistake. It never forgets its bond with its trainer. Cramorant can be forgetful, but it will never forget a trainer it grows to trust. However, it seems that even trainers will face fierce attacks from Cramorant if they steal its food. So don't mess with Cramorant's food at all. A lot of people are speculating if the fish that it spits out of its mouth, if it actually will be a Pokemon or not. We don't quite know for sure yet, but it does kind of look like one. So, it could be, or it could just be like a thing, like, because a new Pokemon, like, how Remoraid was underneath Mantine, Mantine, and people were like, oh, Remoraid's its own Pokemon and stuff like that. This is very similar. Cramorant and this Pokemon, we don't know what it is, if it has a name or anything like that. So we kind of don't know, but it's speculated to be one. Cramorant's ability Gold Missile. Cramorant's ability Gold Missile is a new ability introduced in these titles. It can be triggered during battles. After Cramorant uses Surf or Dive, it will return with a catch in its mouth. If it takes damage while in this state, Cramorant will retaliate by spitting it out at the attacker, which is a really cool ability. I would like to use one of these on my team, however I do intend on picking Sobble, so maybe when I play through it on my other copy, I will actually pick Cramorant up and use it there in that game, because I'll probably be picking Scorbunny in that game. And then the last of the new Pokemon that isn't Gigantamax or a Galarian form, we do have Polteageist here. Polteageist is the black tea Pokemon. Black tea with a distinct aroma and flavor. Polteageist's body is made from black tea and said to have very distinct aroma and flavor. It will only allow its trainer to trust to sample its tea. It's a pest for hotel and restaurants. This bit is pretty cool that I did actually like. Many Polteageists make their home inside hotels and restaurants, disguising themselves and hiding among the tableware. They can pour their power in the leftover tea and create even more of their kind, so they're often treated as pests. So, literally, there's Polteageists in, like, hotels and stuff that if people didn't drink their tea, they'll haunt the tea, they'll, like, dip some of their tea in it, and it will create another Polteageist. That's kind of crazy. I always thought that was pretty cool. So, like, they'll probably be, if there is an area in the game where it's, like, a hotel or something like that, which I can assume there probably will be, it'll probably be infested with Polteageist. Which I think is pretty cool. And now we're gonna move on to discussing the, everything like that with like the Zigzagoon and the Weezing and everything. We're gonna go actually with the Gigantamax forms here. We're gonna kind of skim through these because I did make a video on these, and these ones, they're pretty cool. But we have Gigantamax Dreadnought. Now, for those of you that don't know, Gigantamaxing is a new thing in these games where pretty much it's like a Mega Evolution. They grow in size, they gain stat boosts and stuff like that, and you'll be able to get Gigantamax Pokemon through raids and all that fun stuff. You know, they'll be for gym battles and everything like that, max raid battles. Finding one won't be easy. They're very rare. Water Rock, they're very big, as you can see here. It crushes opponents with its massive body. And I believe it's just like a Mega Evolution. I don't think it does anything crazy except get a new G-Max move, G-Max Stone Surge. So, G-Max Dreadnought. Water type moves used by G-Max Dreadnought will change to G-Max Stone Surge. G-Max Stone Surge doesn't just deal damage to an opponent. It will scatter sharp rocks around the opponent and cause the entering battlefield to take damage. So, G-Max moves all kind of have two abilities. They'll do damage and then they'll also do another effect. Like, for instance, this one scatters rocks. I know Meowth, you can get money from it. Charizard's Burn, G-Max Butterfree, you get like Paralyze or anything like that. You can get Paralyzed, Sleep, Poison, whatnot. So that's all really cool. Corviknight's his thing is that Wind Rage, and will also remove any effects and moves like Reflect, Light Screen, Spikes, and Electric Terrain that the opponent may have. So it pretty much breaks through any shields like that. Breaks through shields, breaks through conditions such as, you know, spikes, rocks. So if you go against a Gigantamax Dreadnought uses its G move, lays down the rocks. You can go out with a Gigantamax Corviknight, use Wind Rage, and actually get rid of those stones. So that's pretty nifty right there. Scroll back down here to Alchemy. I actually don't know what Alchemy's ability was. We'll change it to Finale. Heal all Pokemon on Alchemy's side while damaging the opponent. Ooh, that's pretty cool actually. Actually, as you can see here, we were talking about it, you can see the different types of alchemy forms. You can get like the one with the mint, the star, the berries, there's a red flower, the hearts, stuff like that. So that's all really cool. Then we're going to move on to, like I said, I'm gonna just kind of skip over these because we did make a video about them. But Pikachu, right here, you know, it's Fat Pikachu. Chonko is back. Chonkochu is back. We have Charizard, which looks really, really good in my personal opinion. It looks really crazy. Its ability is insane. Also continue to deal damage for 4 turns that isn't a fire type. We have Meowth right here, Long Cat. Then we got Eevee, which is, these are all kind of just meme Pokemon right here. Honestly, they're not, well, Charizard is crazy, but, and then Butterfree is also really cool. Looks like Mothra. And then we've got the Galarian forms, which I think are really cool. I think form Pokemon like this, or variants are what they're called. I think variant Pokemon are really cool because, you know, in like the real world, this is how this works. They'll go to a different region and change how they act, change how they behave, and sometimes even change appearance. So having, you know, dark type normal or dark normal type Zigzagoon is really cool. The freewheeling original species. See, this is like the original species of Zigzagoon. So these are what Zigzagoon is supposed to look like, but they moved to Hoenn and became that variant. So they don't no longer need, you know, they evolve into Obstagoon, which is a very brand new Pokemon itself. Obstagoon living in the unique environment of the Galar region. Some regional forms have developed unique evolutions unseen in any other region. Obstagoon does evolve from Galarian Linoon, which is one example. Evolution spurred by a harsh environment. Galarian, or the Linoon of the Galar region live in harsh conditions compared to those found in other regions. With fierce competition against others of their species, their survival instincts have been honed as a result, leading to the evolution of Obstagoon. Hey, okay, and then that just evolves right there. We do have, you know, Surfetch. A lot of people are crazy about Surfetch. It is a Sword exclusive, so if you're getting Pokemon Sword, you can get Surfetched. If you're getting Pokemon Shield, you'll get Ponyta, and obviously probably Rapidash. Right there, version exclusive for Shield. I'm playing through Sword, so I'll be getting Surfetch like that. And I think for all the new Pokemon, that's it that we've, yeah, that's it that's been revealed. But you know, thinking back upon Pokemon Sword and Shield and the reveals and everything like that, there's not more to load. We did go through a lot. So we got the starter reveal with the original, you know, with the original trailer right here, but we got the fire type Scorbunny, the grass type Grookey, Sobble right here. I do really like their designs. I think that their designs are really well put together. There isn't one that I necessarily dislike. Grookey's my least favorite, but that doesn't mean I don't like it. I think Grookey's a cool Pokemon. Then we have they brought up the legendary Pokemon Zacian and Zamazenta at the end of the trailer, where they were fighting some kind of beast. We don't know what that beast is yet, so we'll probably find out in the story of the games. I'm very excited to find out what it is, because we don't quite know what it is, to be honest with you. Then they start introducing the new Pokemon, more new Pokemon. Then they bring in the Galarian variants of these Pokemon. They introduce some new cool abilities like this form changing Pokemon right here, Cramorant and Poltegeist. Then we have Sirfetch'd, which is a beloved Pokemon that everybody loves. You know, everyone wants to have a Sirfetch'd because Farfetch'd has finally got some love. Ponyta looks really good. They had the Glimwood Tangle, which I think is really cool. Oh crap, we have Impidimp. We still don't know anything about Impidimp, and the game comes out tomorrow. So we'll probably, unless they have one reveal, they're not going to have it. But if they do reveal Impidimp tomorrow, that'd be insane. But they don't see it happening. The Glimwood Tangle Galarian research summary is here. They had this event where you could, it was a 24-hour event where you just pretty much looked at the still image of Glimwood Tangle, and it went through and showed you all the different, you know, Pokemon you could find in Glimwood Tangle. Right here is Impidimp, which we couldn't actually see previously. And then Sonia goes through and everything like that. We do have the story, which we don't quite know too much about. The Galar region. Check out the natural beauty of the wild area. Many faces. So the wild area is a big open world area in the middle of the game where you can kind of go around, battle strong Pokemon. There's Pokemon there that are stronger than you can face, and you actually won't be able to catch them. Then we have characters, or yeah, you start to become the next Galar champion, which is pretty basic for, you know, Pokemon. You go beat the gyms, the Champion Cup. It's like a tournament, and I believe the league, yeah, once a year the Galar region. Yeah, so you have the championship right here. It'll be broadcast on TV to try to become the champion, everything like that. We then have, you know, stuff like that, like the Galar League. The Chairman Rose and Oleana, I don't think these are good people. I feel like they are probably evil characters in the game. However, we don't know. We do have a bunch of other characters right here, which we will get into. This is going to be a long video, but it's kind of just discussing everything we know and talking about for Sword and Shield. Team Yell are the evil team of the generation of this region. Team Yell is a group of troublemakers who seem to appear wherever the gym challenge takes you and who attempt to get in your way at every opportunity. Which I think this is pretty funny. These are clever. They're clever. They're big fans of Marnie. They always want to cheer her on, but they're going to be rowdy. They're going to get in the way. And so you want to take them out, obviously. You want to stop them and be like, yo, calm down. It ain't that serious. Make your very own unique league card, which these are really, really cool. I can't wait to collect all of these and customize my own. I think that's going to be so fun. I'm going to spend a lot of time just customizing my own and collecting them and everything like that. I can't wait for that bit. We do then have put on your favorite clothes, get a new hairdo. The customization in this game is insane. These are just some of the examples here that we have. There's so many different options that we've seen through like screenshots and like updates and everything like that. There's so many different tops, bottoms, shoes, eyelashes, hair color, mouths, eye shape, gloves, backpacks. There are so many different things we can do to change our character and make them look like us or look like a character that we want to have in these games, and that is incredible. I can't wait to customize my character. It'll be probably the closest to any, you know, this is the best, 100% the best that any Pokemon game has went as far as customization goes. Then we have gameplay. Pretty much it talks about stuff with version exclusives, which we can go over here. In Shield we'll get Larvitar and Gumi, and Ponyta. In Sword we'll get Dino, Jangmo-O, and Sirfetch'd. And then we'll get different gym leaders like Alistar in Shield and Bay in Pokemon Sword, which we can fight there. We have raid battles, which we talked about before. We have Gigantamax and Dynamax Pokemon. We have Pokejobs, which I didn't get to cover much on the channel, but essentially you'll be able to send out your Pokemon on a Pokejob and you'll get items and experience and stuff through that, and money, I believe, as well. They'll come back having grown from experience. So it's a good way to train. Good way to train your team if you haven't done it up and you need to do a little bit of training before like a gym or something. You can go ahead, send them out in a Pokejob. Gigantamaxing, which we've talked about. Challenging Pokemon trainers from around the world in a battle stadium. Essentially a big old battle stadium, kind of similar to the Champion Cup in Pokemon Black and White, but not necessarily the same thing. Surprise trades, essentially Wonder Trades, have returned. Pokemon Camp, which is very cool because you can actually send out your Pokemon in camp playing with them, and it's just a little fun mini game that you can do right here. Yeah, different alchemy right here, and the curry decks. You can make all these different kinds of curry. Complete the curry decks. I'm interested in trying this out. They look delicious. I definitely want to try some of these in real life sometime. I know Patter's uploaded a video where he made some real curry. Many brand new features. So we have like the modest mints, the candies, the zincs that you can all use. I made a video about that. In the online competition, we've hacked about that. The Galar expedition. And yeah, some videos here. I believe it's just all the trailers or whatnot. We're not going to go through there. And some characters we have, which I'm going to skim through as well. We have Gym Leader Milo. He's the grass type gym leader, and I believe, or Milo. I believe he's the very first gym leader of the region. We have the people of the Galar region. I think, yeah, they're just Team Yell. We have the gym leaders here. Milo. I don't know why I keep saying Milo. Milo, Nessa, Bay, Alistair. Team Yell, which is that we're attracted to Marnie. Now, Marnie is one of our rivals. She has a competitive side. Together with her partner, Morpeko, she aims to become the champion of the Galar region. In order to accomplish the certain goal, she has many passionate fans, which are thanks to her sense of style and calm, calculated battle strategy. So hopefully she'll be a good rival. I think she'll be pretty cool. She looks cool. I have nothing against her. She looks pretty nifty right there. As you can see, everyone loves Marnie. And then we have Bede, which is our other rival, I believe. Yeah, Bede is one of your rivals who is skilled at This guy looks straight up like an anime character. He looks like a anime protagonist. He's badass. I definitely think he's going to be the strong one. Bede is one of your rivals who is skilled at Pokemon battles and has their pride to match. He kind of reminds me of Paul from the Pokemon anime. He has joined the gym challenge, having received his endorsement from Rose, the chairman of the Galar region. While he certainly is aiming to become the champion, he seems to have other objectives as well. As you can see, he definitely does look evil. I don't trust him in the slightest. We have Oleana, which she is part of the Chairman Rose. She is the Rose Secretary and is known for a calm, collected personality. Chairman Rose is the Galar region, chairman. He's also president of the large business conglomerate. I don't believe, he's corporate. He's probably bad. He's probably bad. Then we have Sonia. Sonia is a granddaughter of Professor Magnolia. She's Leon's childhood friend. She is also a young researcher who serves as the assistant to Professor Magnolia. Then, Magnolia is the professor of this generation. She'll give you your starter and everything like that. She'll give you your Pokedex, tell you to go on your journey. Hop, our main rival of the games. He is Leon's younger brother, which I think is a really cool thing to have your rival be the champion's younger brother, because it kind of gives more of a reason to want to beat them, because they're definitely going to be trying to stand up to their brother, and so you're going to want to definitely go ahead and take them on and beat them, and help not necessarily help them, but I guess stop them from getting what they want. He and you are neighbors, and you'll begin your journey on the same day. He aims to be the champion just like his older brother did. And of course the champion Leon, the strongest trainer in the Galar region. He looks like a champion for sure. He definitely does. Leon is the current champion of the Galar region, has never been defeated in an official Pokemon battle. We're gonna beat him, guys. We'll beat him. We'll do it. His personality, together with his peerless skill, has made him extremely popular. He truly deserves the title of the greatest trainer in all of Galar. He has a Charizard, which he probably will Gigantamax, let's be real here. And he's won his very first champion in his very first ever gym challenge without being defeated in a battle a single time. That's going to be us. We're going to try and take that on. We're going to try and take on his everything like that. We're going to try and take on what he can do. And I guess, guys, that is kind of everything we have for Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield. As a quick recap of everything that we have here going on. There's so much in these games, and I'm so excited to play these. I know a longer video we had, but just wanted to do a recap before the Sword and Shield games come out. I am going to upload another video talking about my thoughts on the Let's Play that I'm going to be doing. I'm going to do a little sneak preview of our layout, which I commented on Twitter. If you haven't followed me on Twitter, it's Glowl, link down below. And yeah, are you guys excited for these games? Which starter are you picking? Which version are you getting? Are you getting both? Well, let me know down below. I kind of wanted to do a quick overview of everything in these games before the games are officially released. With that being said, though, hope you guys did enjoy. Make sure you hide your pump the like button, overdose on accuracy so you do not miss. And I'll see you guys next time. Thank you all for watching. Peace.
Thank you for coming by. Today was a really good day.